When I was 25, I thought my energy was limitless. I could pull all-nighters for work and still go out with friends as if nothing could touch me. I brushed off the dull back pains and sudden dizzy spells, telling myself, "I'm young, this will pass." Then one morning, my body collapsed right at my front door from exhaustion. Days in a hospital bed, with an IV in my arm and the sterile chill of the ward surrounding me, forced me to face an uncomfortable truth. All the plans, ambitions, even the money and success I had chased suddenly felt meaningless, without health. That was the first time I truly understood how priceless health is. I don't think I'm alone. Many of us only wake up to health's true value when it's threatened or taken away. Hello everyone, welcome to the world of health, part of the Way Home ecosystem, where we reflect on and explore the core values that shape a meaningful life. Today's video dives into the question, how important is health to our lives? It sounds obvious, of course, health matters, but beneath the surface are profound lessons we often overlook. Let's explore the role of health for each person, for families, and for society at large, through honest reflections, practical ideas, and gentle questions to guide your own insights. We all grew up hearing the saying, health is wealth. But what exactly is health? Is it merely the absence of disease or something broader? To me, health isn't just not being sick, it's a state of overall well-being. Physical vitality, mental clarity, emotional balance, and harmonious relationships. Real health is the alignment of body and mind. Each of us may define it differently. For one person, it's muscular strength and stamina. For another, it's living with a hopeful, unburdened spirit. What's your definition? Have you felt that sweet spot when your body hums with energy and your mind is calm, and realized this is what being healthy feels like? If yes, share a bit of your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. We might wonder, why is health placed at the very top across cultures and eras? Long before modern science, our elders said, with health, you have everything. Perhaps it's because health is the foundation of every life experience. Imagine, even if you had money, status, and love, without a functioning body and a steady mind, could you truly enjoy them? Meanwhile, someone with modest means but strong health can still live happily and fully. There's a saying I love, the healthy person has 100 dreams, the sick person has just one, to be healthy again. It's a powerful reminder of why health sits at the root of a good life. Ask a room of people what they value most, and health almost always rises to the top. When illness hits, we realize an hour of feeling normal can be worth more than a fortune. So what does health bring to us as individuals? For me, good health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. When you're well, you have energy for your passions, clarity to learn and work effectively, and optimism to savor time with loved ones. Health boosts confidence. You believe you can take on bigger goals and weather difficulties. When your body is strong and your spirit is bright, you love life more and step boldly into opportunities. On the flip side, a toothache or a fever can drain your joy and shrink your world to the pain of the moment. I once went through a long stretch of stress-induced gastritis. It made me irritable and exhausted. I had no bandwidth left for anything meaningful. When I finally healed, it felt like becoming a new person, happier, more productive, more present. Have you had a similar experience, where improving your health made your whole world brighter? It's a powerful reminder that health amplifies both happiness and success. How does health impact communities and society? Step back and look at the bigger picture. A community of healthy people is more prosperous and joyful than one burdened by illness. The health of individuals becomes the strength of the whole. When people are healthy, they learn and work more effectively, contributing more to the economy and the cultural life around them. A society that values health invests in medicine, physical education, clean environments, and everyone's quality of life rises. Think about recent outbreaks or the COVID-19 pandemic. When public health is threatened, normal life stalls, economies shrink, morale drops. In contrast, Communities that embrace cleanliness, regular exercise, and mutual care foster solidarity and optimism. A healthy community also knits people together. Shared activities, sports, neighborhood cleanups, charity runs build trust and empathy. Even small rituals matter. An early morning group walk around the block or a weekend park cleanup can lift health and neighborly bonds at the same time. Health isn't a private resource, it's social capital. A healthy society is more resilient, cooperative, and humane. Most of us know health is important, but we often wait to care until it declines. So how do we honor health before it's too late? In my view, the single most important shift is prevention over cure. Consider this sobering reality seen across many countries. Life expectancy has risen, but the average person still spends a significant number of later years living with chronic illness, often due to lifestyle patterns accumulated over decades. That's why we need to build protective habits now. Eat well, more vegetables, fiber, and micronutrients, exercise regularly, sleep enough, and care for our mental balance. Limit things that harm us: tobacco, excessive alcohol, staying up late, chronic stress. These small, daily choices become tomorrow's health. Also, listen to your body. It often whispers before it screams. Persistent fatigue, unusual pain, dwindling energy, these are signals. Don't ignore them. Get regular checkups and screenings, even if you feel fine. Many young adults assume, "I'm healthy, I'll be okay," and discover issues only when they're advanced. What about you? Are you truly caring for your health daily, or do you only think about it when something hurts? Today's choices create tomorrow's capacity. How does health shape our thinking and character? There's an old Latin phrase, mens sana in corpore sano, a sound mind in a sound body. Body and mind reinforce each other. When your body is well, your brain works sharper, learning and problem-solving come easier. Poor health can cloud focus and tilt your mood toward the negative. Caring for health requires discipline and persistence, qualities that forge character. People who work out regularly and eat thoughtfully often become more patient and self-governing. Those traits show up at school, at work, and in relationships. When I committed to early morning runs, getting out of bed felt brutal at first. But over time, it built discipline and grit that served me everywhere else. Health is a practical school. Through daily care and training, we learn self-management, goal setting, and overcoming temptation, like skipping the gym or stress-eating junk food. These habits shape a positive mindset and a resilient identity. Do you feel that living more healthfully has made you a better version of yourself? If so, share your journey. It could inspire someone. What about mental health? Can physical health help us heal emotionally? In our high-pressure world, many of us face stress, anxiety, even depression. Body and mind are profoundly intertwined. When your mind is distressed, your body feels heavy and sluggish. When your body is strong, it supports a calmer mind. Many studies show that exercise reduces stress and improves mood, aided by the release of serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. Personally, when I feel overwhelmed, a short run or occasional yoga session helps me breathe easier and think clearer. Healthcare also includes sleep and nutrition. Both directly affect the brain and our emotions. A single good night's rest can turn a bleak outlook into something manageable. And when we attend to our health, we are practicing self-compassion, a vital foundation for emotional healing. In many traditions, people who face loss and grief turn to nature walks, meditation, breath work, physical practices that restore inner balance. Have healthy habits helped you through a difficult emotional season? If yes, tell us how you might give someone else a lifeline. What about young people today? Do they value health? Some do take the "I'm young, I can push" approach, burning the candle at both ends with classes, internships, nightlife, thinking their bodies will bounce back on demand. Yet we're also seeing a counter-trend. A growing number of young people embrace healthy living. Gyms and running clubs are full. Eat clean is mainstream. Meditation and yoga are no longer niche. The new generation is realizing that health is the ultimate resource, the base from which they can climb to any peak. Of course, temptations abound: fast food, gaming till dawn, hours of passive scrolling. How many are willing to trade a late-night binge for an early bedtime? Not many, but share health in engaging, practical ways, and attitudes shift. I was a chronic night owl in my early 20s. After a few health scares and discovering wellness channels, I began respecting my body's limits. What do you think? Are young people prioritizing their health enough? How can we make healthy living feel cool and compelling for Gen Z and beyond? How does health affect family relationships? In many families, health is the language of love between generations. When someone is sick, the family gathers, worries, and cares, and bonds are strengthened. Our parents and grandparents often show love through food, sleep, and safety. Wear a jacket, it's cold. Eat something nourishing. Take care of yourself. That's their way of saying, your health is our happiness. A family that chooses wellness together creates a positive atmosphere. Cooking wholesome meals, evening walks, quitting smoking, limiting alcohol. These are not just good habits, they're quality time. I know a family that bikes at the park every Sunday morning, parents and kids together. Exercise became their shared joy. The result? Everyone got fitter, and they also grew closer. The opposite is also true. Long-term illness can strain everyone, emotionally, financially, logistically. Sometimes children give up school or jobs to become caregivers. That's why caring for your health is also a responsibility to your family. Has health or illness significantly impacted your family's happiness? Did that experience shift how you all live now? If you're comfortable, share your story. Your lessons could help others. What role does health play in building a better society? I believe health and social ethics are deeply connected. A society that prioritizes health is a society that values care, dignity, and civility. When governments and citizens work together on hospitals, vaccination programs, clean water, public sanitation, accessibility for people with disabilities and the elderly, that reflects compassion and solidarity. During recent crises, we saw countless acts of service. Healthy people supporting vulnerable neighbors, medical staff giving everything they had. Those images warmed our collective heart and wove communities closer. Healthy individuals are usually less likely to become burdens and more able to contribute. It builds a positive feedback loop. A society with physically and mentally healthy citizens also tends to experience fewer conflicts and social ills. It's not that health alone guarantees virtue, but it supports it. As the old idea goes, a sound mind in a sound body. When people feel well, they're better able to be patient, fair, and kind. Investing in public health is, in many ways, an investment in ethical and cultural progress. Do health and career have to be in conflict? This is a common concern, especially in competitive industries. We often glamorize hustle culture, all-nighters, endless coffee, skipping meals, pushing through exhaustion, believing that sacrifice your health now, succeed later. But what is success if you traded away your health to get there? The line between working hard and self-exploitation is thin. In reality, health and career don't compete. They reinforce each other. A resilient body handles stress better. A clear mind makes sharper decisions and produces more creative solutions. Healthy people also miss fewer days due to illness, allowing them to build consistency and momentum. Many top executives credit daily fitness and meditation for their performance. They need physical stamina and mental steadiness for high-stakes work. Ignoring health can produce short-term wins, but long-term losses, time-consuming treatments, energy crashes, even lost opportunities because your body says no. True success is reaching your goals and keeping your health and joy intact. After all, what's the point of reaching the summit if you're stuck in a hospital bed with an IV? Don't make health the sacrificial lamb for ambition. Work hard, rest smart, move daily. Let both your career and your well-being rise together. Do you agree? Have you ever paid a price for putting work over health? Can being too obsessed with health backfire? Paradoxically, yes, excess isn't healthy even with good habits. In recent years, some young people have struggled with orthorexia, an unhealthy obsession with clean eating. They micromanage every calorie, fear any impure food, and end up anxious and unbalanced. Others spend hours Googling symptoms and convince themselves they're seriously ill, health anxiety that becomes self-torture. Care is good, obsession is not. Chronic stress about health can wreck sleep, raise blood pressure, and fray your nerves, ironically harming your health. Even exercise can be overdone. Pushing past your limits can lead to injury and burnout. And crash diets, detox fads, pills with big promises, all risky. The key is balance and body wisdom. Live healthy, but stay flexible and joyful. Health serves your life. Your life shouldn't be enslaved to rigid rules. The sweet spot is serious but not extreme. Commit to positive habits, but don't beat yourself up if you have a slice of cake or skip a workout. A cheerful spirit and a relaxed mind matter as much as a strong body. Do you feel the same? Does good health help us overcome major life crises? Everyone faces storms, loss, failure, heartbreak, disasters. In those seasons, willpower and spirit matter, but they're often anchored in the body. A strong body gives you capacity. You can endure stress longer, regulate your mood better, and slowly rebuild your life. I once heard about a widow who started jogging at dawn after her husband passed away. At first, she ran to escape her grief for a few minutes. Over time, running helped her sleep, lifted her mood, and brought back her smile. Physical strength became emotional strength. Good health also helps us act quickly in emergencies to help ourselves and others. Of course, muscles can't erase heartbreak, but they can sustain you while your heart repairs. Think of health as building a foundation sturdy enough to carry you through earthquakes. Do traditional health practices still matter today? Modern medicine is incredible, but that doesn't make traditional wisdom obsolete. Across Asia and far beyond, families pass down home remedies, herbal teas for colds, ginger for nausea, turmeric and honey for digestion, essential oils to soothe headaches. These can be helpful for mild conditions. Practices like acupuncture, acupressure, meditation, yoga, and qigong, once seen as alternative, are now supported by research for managing stress and chronic pain. They also carry cultural wisdom and tend to be gentle and nature-aligned. Of course, discernment is key. Don't worship any one remedy as a cure-all, but don't dismiss tradition either. I love that more young people are learning to cook nourishing recipes like lotus seed porridge or roasted black bean tea, and trying mindful meditation to balance their hectic routines. It's a beautiful blend, heritage plus evidence, both serving whole-person health. Have you tried any traditional methods? What worked for you? How does our environment shape our health? Health and environment are inseparable. Clean air, safe water, nutritious food, these are environmental gifts. Pollution, smog, toxins, pesticides inevitably harms us. In highly polluted areas, rates of respiratory illness, cancer, and allergies climb. Climate change is already a health issue. Heat waves trigger strokes, tropical diseases spread to new regions, natural disasters cause injuries and malnutrition. Protecting the environment is protecting public health. It's not only a government duty, we each have a role. Plant trees, reduce plastic, use public transport when possible. Small changes scale up to cleaner air and water for our children. Environment also means social and emotional climate. Living in noise, chaos, or negativity damages well-being. We need uplifting spaces, a bit of nature, a sense of calm, and kind people to nourish body and soul. Try shaping your personal environment. Tidy your home, add green plants, spend time with positive people. You'll likely feel the difference, physically and mentally. Ultimately, we are embedded in the Earth's ecosystem. Personal health mirrors planetary health. How does health help us face aging and death? This may be the most tender part of our conversation. None of us can avoid aging or death, but how we care for our health will shape the quality of our later years and our attitude toward life's end. People who follow healthy habits in midlife, balanced diet, regular movement, avoiding tobacco, often age more gracefully, experience fewer chronic diseases, and remain mentally sharp in older years. Think of the elders who still walk daily, tend their gardens, and read to their grandkids at 85 or 90. That's the fruit of a life spent respecting their bodies. On the other hand, if we squander our health young, we may face old age tied to medications and machines, a burden to ourselves and a strain on loved ones. So caring for health today is also caring for your future self. And about death, it can feel heavy to consider, but reflecting on it can help us live better. A healthy person often has a steadier mind when facing mortality. If you've lived with care and gratitude, there may be fewer regrets. Good health can also make the final chapter gentler, reducing pain and preserving clarity to say what matters. Thinking about aging and death doesn't depress me. It reminds me to live fully now, using my health to gather beautiful memories for later. Is health the key to happiness and a meaningful life? I'd say health is necessary but not sufficient. Physical wellness makes happiness more accessible. You can do what you love, care for the people you love, and pursue your dreams. Daily joy can be as simple as waking up to a body that doesn't hurt, a truth anyone living with illness knows deeply. But lasting happiness also requires values and purpose. Some people with serious health challenges still find profound meaning through helping others, through creativity, through spiritual practice. The late musician Tran Lapp, for instance, battled cancer but continued to light up others' lives with courage and optimism. Health matters, but how we use our health matters even more. Health is a vehicle for a meaningful life, not the destination. So if you're healthy today, ask, how can I use this gift well? Love, learn, create. And if your health is fragile right now, remember, hope and purpose can still transform your experience. In the end, health is the platform for happiness. Purpose builds the structure on top. So what does a spiritual lens, especially Buddhism, teach us about health? In Buddhist philosophy, body and mind are inseparable. Both must be cared for on the path to peace. The Buddha taught that health is the greatest wealth. This teaching invites us to honor and be grateful for our bodies, this precious vessel through which we work, love, learn, and practice wisdom. Buddhism emphasizes balance, the middle way. Avoid extremes, neither indulgence nor harsh self-denial. Eat mindfully and just enough, rest and work in harmony, move your body with awareness. Many Zen teachers use walking meditation as both physical exercise and spiritual practice, breathing in fresh air, feeling life in each step. This is health nourished by presence. Buddhism also reminds us of impermanence, anicca. Bodies age, sickness arises, and death comes to all. Far from morbid, this truth helps us cherish health today and loosen fear when illness visits. When illness comes, we accept reality and care wisely. We treat, we rest, we lean on loved ones, without collapsing into panic or self-judgment. Most importantly, Buddhism focuses on mental health, calming greed, anger, and delusion, often called the three poisons, is essential for well-being. There's a story of a Zen master with terminal cancer. A student asked, "Master, are you in pain?" He replied, "The body is in pain. The mind is not suffering." That's a high level of mastery, but we can all learn a little from it. Keep a light, compassionate mind, release resentment, return to the breath, choose love. When the heart is well, the body does better. For me, Buddhist wisdom says, live mindfully, treasure each breath, and care for health not just to extend life, but to elevate life, to make each day worth living. How does that land with you? Have you tried meditation, mindful eating, or simplifying your routine to heal both body and mind? Share your experiences. Your story could be the spark for someone else. If today's video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the World of Health, part of the Way Home ecosystem. Share this with a friend who might need a gentle nudge to care for themselves. Your support truly fuels this channel and helps us keep creating content that's practical, heartfelt, and grounded. Thank you for spending your time and attention here. Before we go, I want to leave you with a simple reflection. Health is not only the state of the body, it's the peace of the mind and the balance of a life well lived. Honor this body and care for this mind day by day. In that devotion lies the doorway to lasting happiness and quiet success. May you be well. May you be at ease. May you be joyful. See you in the next video.